Oh, just the game?
No, it's on loader right now, but we're live. And I'm gonna switch, you ready?
Yep.
Yep. And here we are. Hello, Capcom Unity. How you guys doing? Happy launch day.
Happy launch
The
day.
long-awaited Dragon's Dogma available now for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. To celebrate, we're gonna show a little more gameplay, including what are our highlights? We have the Mystic Knight. We have the Berserk equipment.
Yes.
Those
So
of you
we will be showing the Mystic Knights, sort of in the acquisition of the Berserk armor, in case you guys are Berserk fans and at home want to pick this thing up as soon as possible. We're going to walk you through what to do and how to get it. And then once we have the goods, we will spend a few minutes showing it off. And then last but not least, we will have the Dragon fight.
Yes.
So
also,
we'll be showing that off.
We have a bunch of stuff to give away.
A lot.
So first, so the obvious thing is we have copies of the game. We have 2 of each SKU, Dragon's Dogma, and each of those. It's gonna fall. Each of those will come as a pack with the exclusive Dragon's Dogma Bauble Bud, which is customizable. You'll see that these are faceless ghouls to begin with, and then they have a decal sheet. And you can use that to customize them a la the characters in the game.
And they come with a variety of weapons as well.
How clever is that?
So, pretty fun.
So that'll come bundled with the game if you're a lucky winner. Additionally...
Yeah.
Shirt too?
Yep, sure too.
We have a kind of random but very cool assortment of things from Viz, who is the publisher of Berserk.
So yeah, Viz will be putting out the Berserk film. We included the URL to their Facebook page if you guys want to check out the trailers. But they were so kind to send us a basket of goodies for you.
We've got the Bleach Fade to Black, the movie.
We've got
and
an Inuyasha. We've got a little, what is this? Little Bleach manga here. We've got a T-shirt, stickers, cards. There is a treasure trove of Viz stuff here. So
it's a Naruto shirt, I guess. Yeah, if you like Naruto, this is for you. The bloodthirsty serpent.
So we'll be giving that away as a pack. If you can answer me these questions 3 or however we decide to do it.
We will, yes.
Yeah, we'll have.
I'm gonna try and think of some trivia, but we might just resort to keywords.
Yeah.
We can't think of anything. Let us know how we sound in the chat, by the way. And I think we'll just jump right in.
All right, so here we are. Here's our trusty Mystic Knight. This is sort of a cave area.
What's this?
And we've got a friendly merchant here. But before we dive into that, let's of course look and see what skills we're working with. So Burst Strike, fairly straightforward. I believe this is in the demo. I really like this skill. I know it's maybe not necessarily as exciting what you guys want to see, but the utility of it I find is really useful.
It's so useful. In fact, if anyone who's familiar with DMC knows how useful the stinger is, this is essentially the stinger.
Exactly. It's a great interrupt. If someone's casting or lining up a shot, like a ranger or something, it's great to knock them down. Can't say enough about it. Next up, Great Cannon. Again, I think we've shown this before, but again, the utility here is just terrific.
And it's one of the Mystic Knight's few true long-range attacks.
There's some goblins over there. It's homing in.
It might be a little far.
A little too far. So there's that. And then we also have the Ruinous Sigil.
A personal favorite.
This is Greg's favorite.
It's super fun to use.
So enemies that come in contact with this will take damage and be knocked away. You can knock enemies into that for extra damage. You can throw them into it.
Yeah.
So, and you can actually combine it with a Vortex Sigil, which will pull them in, and then simultaneously spit them back out. It's a vicious cycle.
It's just the ultimate troll.
It's
like, why don't you come closer? Just kidding.
Exactly.
Where are you going? Come closer. Just kidding. And if you summon it when there are already enemies right next to you, it will pop them straight up, and then they'll land back inside it, and then just keep popping up like popcorn until they are dead. Exactly.
Also good for boss enemies who have lots of like areas on them to hit. If you drop this sort of right next to them, you'll hit all of those areas at once. Very effective. And on the shield side of things, we have Demon's Wrath. So we've shown off, I think, the Fire Shield and Ice Shield before. This is sort of a darkness magic shield. So enemies that you know, come in contact with it when you're blocking will take damage. If you could do a perfect block and time it just right, extra damage. So good times. Blessed Trance. This is sort of our holy weapon enchant, and because I'm a Mystic Knight, my weapon enchants affect the whole group. Very handy. And this is a holy element and also has a regen proc. So if you every few hits or so, you'll gain a little bit of life back. And then Holy Furor is...
I think that's Furor. That's a,
Sorry,
it's a severe distinction.
This is a slow charging spell, but visually,
Oh yes, it's very devastating
attractive,
too.
does a lot of damage, sort of a big area effect spell.
The downside being, well, I think you'll see in a moment.
What's the downside?
Well, I think, unless I'm mistaken, I believe it drains all of your stamina. Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
no, it does, yeah.
he's all tuckered out.
Yeah.
But it's worth it in certain scenarios.
But yeah, so that's our basic skill loadout for this fight, or this sequence, rather.
I have been playing through my personal save file as the Mystic Knight and just having a blast. That I haven't been at all tempted to switch vocations. I've been having so much fun with the Mystic Knight.
I also came around on the Mystic Knight kind of later in the game. I did enjoy the Ranger early on, but I have since switched to Mystic Knight, and I haven't looked back. So here we go. Here's a friendly merchant who happens to sell all the Berserk goodies. And he needs to get through this mine. So let's give him a hand.
The other cool thing about this game is that a lot of the sort of drawbacks to certain skills, like that one we just showed where all of his stamina was drained, those can be countered if you plan well with your items, you know, where, for example, you could use that skill, let your stamina drain, and then immediately down a bunch of mushrooms and not have to worry about the stamina drop.
Exactly.
That's a big part of this game too, is like figuring out what works well with what else.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to clear out this cavern for this gentleman, and hopefully at the end of it, we will be able to get some goods from him.
May turn on a lantern here.
That's not a bad idea, Greg.
I feel like you actually get a little bit of extra light if you do certain buffs as well. If you
actually, I think
enchant your shield with fire or whatever.
The holy and I think also fire enchants will give you a little extra light.
Nice.
Yeah, a little bit. Let's go ahead and throw up our darkness.
People asking what the connection is between Berserk and Dogma. I don't think there's any particular connection. It was just that it seemed like a good fit. It's sort of some of the characters already look kind of like characters in Berserk, so they thought it would be a good collaboration.
Yeah, there's not like a particular character that shows up necessarily. It's more just kind of a fun shout out to Berserk. So here we go. We've got a big switch here. We're pushing down to get this gate open. It does help having all your pawns on there. Their collective weight will make it move a little bit faster. There we go.
I've learned of this area.
I feel familiar with this area now.
And there is our quarry key. And the snake. Die, snake.
Huh. Still trying to kill 15 of those. It's a quest.
That is sort of one of the...
There's a lot of...
Yeah, you'll get little sort of side missions like kill 50 rabbits and stuff. They're more... It's sort of a... do it along the way kind of thing. It's not like the focal point. Usually there's additional quests that you'll take on at the same time.
Yeah. Do you have a pickaxe by any chance, or anyone in your party?
I believe I do, yes.
It's cool. I have my main pawn has a pickaxe, and he tends to be the only one who ever does, so he's sort of the designated miner. And anytime there's like an ore deposit on the wall, when you go up to it, he'll just automatically realize what it is and start mining. It's kind of cool.
And here we have some lovely bandits.
Bust out that sigil. Perfect block.
There's a little perfect block there.
That was
and
not
our-
perfect. That was a regular block.
It was perfect.
Or was it? Maybe you're right.
I think so.
I think you normally you flash white when you do it. Oh my god. Yeah, it's good to have a magic user
Yeah.
in your party.
Pretty handy.
I've had some fun moments with my magic using pawns. There's one event that I triggered when I was just running through the world, and these two bandits, it switches to a cutscene where these two bandits come at me and they're like, hand over all your belongings or something like that. And my sorcerer, without skipping a beat, just summons all these meteors from the sky.
Yeah.
takes out the entire troop of brigands. Oh,
They'll do that.
I almost felt kind of bad, you know? It's like they didn't know what they were getting into.
That doesn't make an extreme reaction. Alright, so here we are, exploring the cave. So for the purposes of this quest, really we're trying to clear it out. As soon as we do that, that merchant will make his way through. Oh, little pickaxe. There we go.
Someone pointing out that you can name yourself Mega Man in the demo. The way it works is you name your character and your pawn, but then you also assign what do they call them? Like aliases or something.
Yeah, it's sort of your general online alias.
And I guess that displays if the person viewing your pawn has a parental control setting.
I think part of that too is also so that way it works in multiple territories.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So yeah, and so there's a bunch of stock names that you can choose to assign to your characters, and there's a lot of little fan nods in there, like various Capcom characters.
Bison.
Gene from God Hand is even in there. I was pretty happy about that. Or it could be any Gene, I don't know, but I'd like to think it's the God Hand Gene. And actually some Unity members are in there too. I know some of our mods, including Zonic and Toshin, got in.
Actually, you know what?
So
my name is in there, and
Tristan's in
I
there,
have
yeah.
no idea if that was a nod to me or.
It sounds like a
my
name that could be
just-
in a fantasy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna assume that it was the devs showing a little love.
I think Greg is in there as well, but again,
I think so.
you never. I'm not even sure my name's in the credits, so.
Right, so we just picked up a scroll that said
Dead
Ogre
horse
strategy.
milk.
So you can actually
Snake.
meats.
Is that a snake
Narrow holes.
in the corner?
Yes, it is. That is a snake.
Get all those bottles; those are valuable. Anything that has Harsput in the name gives you health
And usually stamina too.
and stamina. Harsput sauce being the best one, at least that I've come across.
All right. Now I believe there is an ogre in here, which I think we're equipped for.
Do we know what Harspud means? Is that some kind of potato?
I actually don't have the definition of Harspud, but
Google it, guys.
for most of the names I found, like they do have some kind of tie, usually to like Latin and stuff like that. So I would definitely suggest. Oh, okay, there's an ogre.
I noticed that when you kill the ogre, one of the things he drops is called unspeakable meat. I was just so delighted by that. Like, why is that still remarkable enough to be a pick-upable item?
Alright, so again, Great Cannon takes on the properties of whatever weapon enchant I have active. In this case, it's the Holy Element. So, raining down a little Holy Justice on our ogre here. He's not super vulnerable to it. We're slowly wearing him down. Looks Looks like Griselda is going for Meteor. It's a bold choice. And she is dead. That is the very risky thing about being a sorcerer. You can, I mean, the spells are worth it, but they are time consuming and do put you at a bit of risk. Let's try buffing the group up again.
I use the sigil on this thing a lot. Just put it right under his feet. Oh my god, he's chewing on someone. That's horrific.
Yeah, that'll happen.
That never happened to me.
Yeah, if he goes in for a grab and you don't shake free soon enough. There we go. And here comes the meteors. A little late, Griselda. A little late.
You got the ogre tooth.
You got some rift crystals. So generally the drops you get from enemies like, you know, an ogre tooth or stuff like that will assist you in buffing. Or, yeah, enhancing your weapons. Sort of on the crafting side of things. Oh, and he's melting. Do you think we should do trivia yet?
Yeah, we could drop a trivia question. So let me show picture here.
Wait, which one are you doing?
PS3 copy.
All right, PS3 copy of Dragon's Dogma.
For a PS3 copy
with Baublebud.
complete with Baublebud, and this also contains the voucher for the RE6 demo, which will be available early September 4th. So yeah, I'm gonna enter a trivia question into the live chat. So look there for a chance to win that thing I said. This first trivia question might be a bit of a challenge. Look at that chat.
I've learned what to do in this quest.
I've gained quest knowledge.
Last name is fine, just the last names.
We'll rout them in a single charge!
We have triumphed.
There's no way we could have lost to that.
Spiders. Alright, so it looks like we have more or less cleared out this area. I did get a quest indication I should go speak with the merchant. We killed all the spiders here.
Brelston, Mikey B, and Gregaman are not on the dev team. Well, hey,
Brute strength is deadly!
More vicious than a cyclone.
Here, more meteors.
She's exposed after attacks.
looks like you guys are having some trouble with this one. Snow? He's definitely not on the dev team.
There's our ruinous sigil. Chipping away. He's down.
Well, fell even foes stronger.
We have a wiener.
This looks interesting. Seems it leads outside.
Our first winner is Prinny Dude. Prinny Dude, check your private messages on Twitch TV. Please respond with your name and mailing address, and we'll send out that game and Bobble Bud. But yeah, there are a whole bunch of answers. There's Itsuno, there's, I think Kobayashi did one. There was, well, Prinny Dude gave us Mori, Araki, and Tanaka. We did these for a while. I also would have accepted Aaron,
Oh yeah, Aaron.
who was our localization
Super
gal,
nice.
who, yeah, was the only one to do an English language blog.
That's right.
Interesting.
Some of the other devs tried, but no, I'm just kidding, they didn't.
All right, so now we've cleared out the cave. Let's go let our merchant friend know. Mushrooms.
Question, are we going to show the Dragon? We do intend to show a bit of the Dragon. We're not going to show the whole fight, but we're going to touch upon it, show a little bit, and explain a little bit about how it works.
That is correct.
So, to reiterate, what is the name of this dungeon that we're in right now?
I believe this is like referred to as the ancient cavern, I believe.
Well, you can see in your map, can you? The ancient quarry.
Excuse me.
Ah,
Ancient
yes.
Quarry.
So, guys, if you're trying to get... Is that where the Berserk armor always is found?
Yeah. So the quest becomes available kind of within the first third of the game or so. You'll find the merchant standing in front. And here I'll go outside and show you guys sort of exactly where it's at. But yeah, it does require that the merchant be there to start the quest, and then from there you can buy the goods from him.
There you have it.
All right, so yeah, not too far from Grand Soren actually. It's right over here. So just a stone's throw.
This passage. Bested a gate, have you? Happy news, that. I'll just be on my way then. Hey, still rife with... Say, you've half cleared the path already, sir. I've every confidence you'll prevail, I do. Have luck.
It looks like I was mistaken. There's actually a few monsters left. Let's go back in, finish the job quickly, and then we'll get the goods.
Just like to give a quick shout out to Brady Games and their Dragon's Dogma guide. This thing is fat and very thorough. I don't know if you guys are much into guides. I occasionally buy guides and I'm often kind of disappointed, but this guide is super thorough. Brady Games did a great job. It's got a full quest index and then actual details on each quest. I was using this last night to figure out some stuff that had sort of escaped me on my initial playthrough, and it was just what the doctor ordered. It's got full equipment listing, and it's got a bestiary. Talks about the strengths and weaknesses of each of the monsters. It's quite cool and available now.
Yeah, they did a great job with that guide, as they do with all of the guides that they put together with us. But this is a really big game, and I was really impressed with how much they covered in there. It was amazingly thorough. Let's just pick up some money while we're here.
Miners come here to rest.
Let's buff up. I don't like this low health situation.
What's that?
All right, let's do a final scrub here. We got a couple zombies lingering. That simply won't
That's
do.
all.
I'll support you. What else did you expect with my help?
And again, if you guys notice, my health is going up every few hits or so. That is our holy buff in action.
Nah. Sorry.
Evidently, there's a patch which we have not downloaded. All right. Let's make our way through.
It's amazing that flowers can grow in this environment.
Francis is full of all sorts of interesting flora and fauna.
Oni of the Ash 7. No, there is no co-op in this game. There are online community elements, though, as we've gone over many times in the past. You can share your pawns and many, many times.
Many times.
Frankly, we've been messaging this since Captivate 2011.
So ogres do like the ladies.
My support.
Let's go ahead and see if we can drop a sigil on this. Dropped it on myself there, but alright.
Counter after it strikes.
Now he's on the ground. Let's go in for a little more punish. Should be down shortly. All right.
Insolence.
Now the cave is clear.
Careful, they're fast for all that muscle.
Treasure, perhaps?
Do you have any burning questions in the chat?
Define burning. Can you climb the ogre?
Yes, you can.
He is prone to falling on his back, though, so it's good to be careful.
This is true. But yes, all of the enemies are sort of, you're able to grapple with them in some fashion. So be it like fully climbing on them or holding
Throwing.
smaller ones down, picking them up and throwing them, holding them in place, sort of behind
Yeah.
them with their arms on their back.
There are a million applications of the grab button, which is R2. But I feel like it gets a little overlooked, and then you realize it's like in the middle of the game that you have the ability to throw enemies. And in a game with lots of cliffs and vistas, it's actually very useful. You know, when you're getting overwhelmed, that's often the easiest way to take out some enemies. Is just throw them away.
This passage leads.
Another cool thing is you can actually, if you're fighting a Cyclops, for example, on near a ledge, you can sort of make it stumble to the point that it falls off the ledge and dies instantly.
Yes.
Very satisfying.
It's definitely satisfying combat, and it's... I mean, yeah, it feels pretty natural in a lot of ways. I mean, yeah, like getting an enemy close to a ledge and being able to knock them off is something that you may not find in other games. Like there may be a little invisible wall there, but
Yeah.
in this, you can knock them right off.
Right off. How long does your oil last in the lantern? Any idea? I feel like
Don't actually.
it's I don't know. Mine seems to run out maybe after like an hour of play, give or take.
Yeah. I find though that like, I mean, oil's spread out.
It's plentiful.
Yeah, it's pretty plentiful. And just ensuring that you have flasks to refill it is sort of the thing to be mindful of. But otherwise, yeah, like I've never had really an issue where I didn't have oil.
Muster up the grit. And any
Man, this
bit in
guy-
the way of Here you are. Today's
Can't possibly get much business out here.
You know?
Maybe he's on Twitter or something.
Yeah, exactly. He's on Twitter.
We're gonna. All right. And we're coming back on camera a little bit, so Tristan here can cheat.
Sorry, guys.
We
Oversight.
yes, small oversight. We will return with the gameplay in a moment here.
All right, so
We good?
we should be good.
Okay. Cheating is wrong.
Back to it.
Here you are. Today's goods.
Let's go ahead and acquire the Berserk goodies. So for this character, ooh, I'm gonna get pretty overloaded here. Okay, so Whitehawk's Talon.
That's a lot of gold, man.
Yeah. I've been saving for a long time for this. Whitehawk's half plate. So this is the White Hawk set.
Is that Berserk's?
That
what's
is.
his face?
Yeah. I'm totally blanking on the name.
Antoine
Someone
Von
in chat,
Berserk.
please let me know. Griffith, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yuffie67.
That's Yuffie. You guys say Yuffie or Yuffie? I always said Yuffie.
Now Greg is correcting my pronunciation of Yuffie on
No,
the stream.
because no, but you know, I think it's just a matter of taste, you know,
All right.
or preference rather.
I forgive you.
You know, they
fine.
say Yuffie in Japan. Some people say Yuffie. Why, man?
If you've time to spare.
All right. So here is Griffith's set. Live and in action.
That is quite cool. I like the sword.
I like it too. So let's go ahead.
Times are dark.
I'll pick up the other set.
Here you
We can
are. Today's goods.
go back to town and play with it a little bit. You know what? Maybe I'll equip this pawn with it. How about that?
While we're doing this administrative business here, maybe I'll do another giveaway. So this will be for an Xbox 360 copy of Dragon's Dogma with the customizable pawn bauble bud. And I'm going to enter another trivia question into the chat. Look in the chat for a chance to win.
Here you are.
Which one?
Today's goods.
Yeah, let's do that.
Pray con-
Look in that chat. Remember, this is for the 360 version. Camera.
Yeah. Hi guys, it's us again.
Question is, name the type of meat dropped by ogres. I announced it earlier to great fanfare. Oh, we have a winner. No, it's not ogre meat, and it's certainly not chicken. Although that would be awesome. We good?
Yeah. How are we on
Perhaps
time?
one can live without fear of monsters.
2 minutes, alright. Alright, guys. We will.
Have your pick. Any you like.
Just gonna go ahead and change my vocation.
Have you come again soon?
Winner for the 360 copy is Devil Air. So Devil Air, please check your private messages and respond with your name and address. The answer, of course, was unspeakable. Unspeakable meat is what is dropped by the ogre.
We dare not speak of it.
We dare not. You know,
All
I
right.
can't help but wonder what separates that from just the corpse of the ogre. Unspeakable doesn't mean unable to speak. It means that it's horrible.
We dare not speak of what the unspeakable meat is. What am I doing?
You are unable to speak of the meat, is how that word works.
Alright, guys, so here is Guts' regalia. In full effect.
Is there a helmet missing?
No.
Oh.
I don't believe he had a helm.
Yeah. I never see him with a helmet.
So that's it, guys. That is your Berserk goodies. I guess at this time, should we
Do the Viz thing?
do the Viz thing?
Alright, let's give away some Viz goodies. Again, we had a t-shirt in celebration of Naruto, as well as a
A few DVDs, a manga book, a variety of goodies that our friends over at Viz
it's a
were
little
kind enough
Viz
to
prize
provide
pack. There's also some
just
stickers
for you and for
and
this
stuff.
stream.
So, yeah, I'll put another trivia question in the chat.
I will just jump around
Test
town.
your metal.
I'm a little overburdened right now, but yeah, it's fine. All right, we got about 10 minutes left. Actually, you know what? Let's.
Can we go a little longer?
Yeah, we can go a little bit. It's fine.
Light attack and heavy attack are not skills, but it was a nice try. Whoa, eat, what, yaw. This one here?
Yep.
The mild weather year-round makes grasses well suited for human life.
All right, let's see if we can get into a little trouble. I didn't really equip any skills, but still, hacking things up with a regular attack is fun.
The winner of the Viz pack is D. Karkarov. If that is you, check your messages. And congrats.
Did it!
Who knows what lies in wait?
People still typing in unspeakable meat. I love it.
Goblin I smell, Master. Keep close watch around
I think
us.
you've started something. Zombie.
Started something I can't finish.
Strength in numbers.
Quote, Morrissey.
All right. Well, on that note, I think it's time for the Dragon.
Wait, kill some zombies.
I've been killing zombies.
What else
I
would
didn't
you
see.
expect with my help?
mention Greg.
I missed out with all of my administrative mumbo jumbo.
That's all.
You and your prizes. All right. So yes, that is the quest. This is the set, or sets, as it were. Pretty good looking stuff. Pretty decent gear too. It'll definitely last you a little while once you get it. It's pretty solid, so you won't, you'll get use out of it, I guess. It's not just purely cosmetic. There's definitely value to it.
Share these roads with
But I
peddlers,
think we're gonna
guards,
duck out for a minute and set up the Dragon.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into another trivia question. This will be for another PS3 copy of the game, along with the Bobble Bud. So look in that chat.
I like it. I like it.
All right, look in that chat, guys.
Gregan's Dogma.
We got it. We got a winner.
You guys are on it.
You guys are totally on point. Every single one of you.
I like it. I'm a big fan.
I'm messaging the winner now. It's going to be Asian X Chunky. So check your messages momentarily. So just to talk a little bit about this Dragon fight, it's kind of a unique thing. It might have confused some people when we first announced it, but it's an asynchronous online battle where you encounter a crusty purple-looking dragon, and
Yeah, you read the press release.
That's
all accurate.
Yes, I've done my homework at work, ironically. But
Well done.
so yeah, he has a huge amount of life, and is it he or she?
It's gender
It's an
neutral.
It's an
It's an exactly.
So you attack this thing, or you fight this thing, and it's an 8-minute battle, and then it phases into someone else's game, and then they fight it for 8 minutes, and then it phases into someone else's game, and then online, the amount of damage that's been done total by the greater Dragon's Dogma playing community is tallied until the thing actually dies.
Yeah.
And then everyone who took part in the battle gets some drops, and the person who dealt the final blow gets an extremely rare drop.
Yes.
It's kind of, if you ever...
And there's
yeah.
also, your name is sort of recorded in the annals of
The Annals of Dogma.
Dogma. Exactly.
And anyone who's played Nobi Nobi Boy may recall a similar mechanic where everybody contributed to the length of his girlfriend or something, and then eventually would unlock new planets. Asynchronous cooperative effort.
Exactly. All right, so this is the Dragon's area, right? So again, playing as the Mystic Knight, obviously we're a little bit higher level. This is the Chimeric armor set. It's one of the sort of later game sets. I've got a mage and a sorcerer with me right now, and also a ranger. Let's go through the skills, shall we? I'll keep this brief. So holy, go ahead.
I was just gonna say again, Asian X Chunky. I've PM'd you now, so definitely check your messages for that copy of the game.
All right, so Holy Grace here, sort of our healing shield buff. So block and attack, gain a little life. Perfect block, gain more life. Holy Fortress is sort of our big magic shield, kind of. Yeah, you can cover multiple people. And then again, Burst Strike, just because I like it. Great Cannon, also because I like it.
Some amazing looking equipment here. Wow, look at that. What is...
Actually, this is kind of like our tier 6 armor, I guess you could say.
Is that fire and holy buff? Or what's going on with the...
I think that one's just fire.
It looks cool.
But yeah, this is sort of around tier 6 armor. It goes up to around tier 8. So there is actually even more interesting looking things.
Wow.
So lots to see. We're in a sigil because I like it, and then also we have a weapon buff with our Abyssal Anguish. And this one's kind of fun. It basically adds extra hits to your attack. As you can see, I've sort of got this dark, flickering buff here. And what's nice is this buff actually stacks with other buffs. So if I get like a fire enchant, I can have both of those active. So I'll do extra hits per attack, and also, yeah, as you can see, it's got a black and goldish effect. So with that said, let's head into it, shall we? So here we have an evil pawn. I have a lantern with me. Good.
We have tried. That's all. Barely worth the effort. This looks interesting.
Yeah. And I think. All right, so here it comes. This is it. We probably will die here before we get anywhere close to finishing it, but that's kind of the point of the fight. It's meant to be sort of a big online community effort. And oh god. Let's get our buffs up, shall we?
Pretty gnarly looking dragon.
So, yeah, it has a lot of health. Oh, boy.
Tis weak to fire.
No.
Tis weak to nothing. But it looks
It
like
fears nothing.
you can actually climb all the way up it if you're good, right?
Yeah,
tried
it's
this, yeah.
fully climbable. It looks like Leonard is already
Hey,
dead.
we got some good jokesters in the chat here. Dead, as in you're dead.
That's
I love it. Keep them coming, guys.
all right. So it does cast spells in addition to being just ferocious in every other regard. So the way the Dragon works, well, should I be giving away free tips on this one?
Give away some tips.
Or let the community figure it out. Yeah, it has a lot of life. Its attacks vary quite a bit, and basically you have to hit sort of different areas on its body to kill it.
Think golem fight.
Sort of like that.
Add dragon. This is Dogma.
So, yeah, I mean, this is pretty spectacular. A very, very difficult fight.
At this juncture, I'm going to go ahead and do the final trivia question. This is for the final Xbox 360 copy of Dragon's Dogma and the accompanying customizable Bobble Bud. So look in the chat in a moment here for the trivia question. It's a fairly easy one, I reckon.
So the dragon will throw down his own little sigil, as you saw right there, and kill all your pawns. It's a very tough fight.
Damn messages fly.
See if I can get some buffs going. This is just happening right now. And he'll also throw down meteors. So as you can see, I just got hit in the face with a meteor. That is fire.
The final winner is Yurisaki. If that is you, check your messages and please respond with your name and mailing address. Congratulations to you and all of our winners today.
Congrats, guys. Congrats. So as you sort of start to wear away flesh from the beast, it'll start looking more and more skeletal. As I'm sure many of you saw in the trailer that we put out, it gets pretty corpsey looking.
It reminds me in a vague sense of the Metal Gear Rex fight from days of yore. In that it is large. Well, and it helps to stay sort of under its legs, behind it. Of course, this one's trickier than the other dragons because it has those sweet spots that you have to go for.
It does have a few sweet spots.
Looks like it's filled with delicious Kool-Aid.
It's filled with grape Kool-Aid.
All right. Well, that is a little preview, but we should
that's a sneak peek.
We should cut off there, not ruin everything for you guys. And that pretty much sums up our launch day stream of Dragon's Dogma. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Congratulations to our winners. We may end up streaming some more, but there will definitely be more Dragon's Dogma content on the Capcom Unity blog in the coming weeks.
Definitely.
So look for that. And if you haven't gotten the game, go get the game. And we hope that you have a blast, because we certainly had a blast showing you guys.
Thank you guys. It's been a long road.
Yes.
Thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah, thanks for showing your interest and support. All you guys that show up in the chat all the time to cheer us on. We deeply appreciate that. And we will talk to you again soon.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Now type unspeakable meat. No, I'm kidding.
No, we are still on.
Oh, we are.